I told VSF Command I had full confidence in you, Brother Matthias. Thanks for accepting command of the VSF Blessings while I'm on sabbatical with my mom for a bit.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate your confidence in me, and I truly hope your time with your mom is all you want it to be.
I'm sure it will be. Thank you. Now, if I understand your current mission, you are escorting a group of religious sisters to the asteroid colony New Tadmor.
Yes, that's what the mission brief said. They are part of a cloistered order opening up a new convent there. We will probably only see them when they board and disembark. Do you think my fellow brothers will accept me being in command, sir?
I absolutely think so. As a matter of fact, I know so. Brothers Patrick and Thomas told me you were the obvious choice, and Brother Ethan gave his signature, whole-face smile when I told him. You have nothing to worry about there.
That helps a lot. I am a little apprehensive. I'm sure you can tell.
Only because I know you, and no less apprehensive than I was when I first took command of the Blessings. You have the benefit of actually knowing your crew and their capabilities, Matthias, and they know you. We didn't have any of that when I first took you all out. Has your new helmsman arrived?
Yes, he arrived yesterday. Brother Henderson. He's been getting to know the ship and talking with Brother Patrick. He's flown a few Airy class before and has reviewed the altered specs of the Blessings. While it will be weird not to fly her myself, he seems to have a solid record and is excited to be part of the crew, even if only temporarily.
Sounds good. Integrating a new crewman can have its challenges, and letting go to let them do what was once your job can be equally as challenging.
When in doubt, I'll just ask myself what you would do, sir.
But don't forget how many times I've leaned upon your advice and support too, Brother Matthias. We make a good team and have a good crew. Your entire journey is right in the heart of the Federation. Sounds like a milk run.
I sure do hope so. We've seen enough adventure for a while.
VSF Blessings, a Star Trek fan production. We may live in a broken world, a broken universe. There is good and evil, right and wrong, light and dark. But we can be the good. We can do what's right. We can be the light. And we can do it in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
They've knocked us out of warp, sir. There's 2 of them, each about our size, but more firepower for sure.
They still aren't answering our hails. Evasive maneuvers.
Aye, sir.
Brother Henderson, turn off our sensors and initiate the blitz, then warp us out of here.
Sensors off. Initializing the blitz, multispectral discharge to blind their sensors now. Sensors back on. Going to warp.
The blitz didn't work.
Their attack destabilized our warp field.
I'm sending out a distress call for anyone in the area. We're in the middle of Federation-protected space. This shouldn't be happening here.
What could they possibly want from us? We have nothing in our cargo holds.
I have no idea, but they obviously mean business. Okay, we have a Starfleet vessel inbound, but they won't be here for another 55 minutes. We need to hold them off or avoid them until then. Patrick, how are you doing down there? I need options.
Shields are holding, sir. As for options, give me a moment.
I'm not sure we have a moment.
Sir, there's a star system not far from here with a rather impressive asteroid belt. Perhaps if we can reach it, we can hide out there until help arrives. My favorite navigation simulations are the asteroid field ones. I've gotten pretty good.
I'm hoping good enough. But how do we get there with them on our tail?
I think I can help there, Commander.
Let's hear it, Brother Patrick.
We can skip there. If they won't give us time to form a complete warp field to escape, all we need is enough to slingshot us a little. A quick push.
We're listening.
It's another little trick the Vatican engineers built into our warp system to give us a nudge in desperate times like this. I'm sending up instructions to Brother Henderson's workstation now.
Received. Interesting. I hope our inertial dampeners can compensate.
They'll work, but it won't be smooth. That's for sure.
Are you ready for this, Henderson?
I'm ready when you are, Commander. Just give the word.
Computer, open a shipwide channel. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Hang on. Brother Henderson, do it.
It worked, Commander, but they're not far behind.
Do it again and keep it up until we get there.
Aye, sir.
I'll keep us together here in engineering.
Scanning ahead to see where we have the best chance to lose them in the asteroid field.
They're still on our tail.
I'll return fire to hopefully slow them down.
Just 2 more, and we're there.
The mineralogy of the asteroids is interfering with my scans. That can work to our advantage. Returning more fire.
Here we go again.
Give the warp drive a little more time to recover before our next one.
Firing a photon torpedo to detonate between the attackers. They scattered, which might buy us a few moments. Brother Patrick, can we do that shield bump thing to triangulate their shield frequency?
If there were one of them, perhaps, but with 2 of them, the other one would pick us off like a pair of Andorian hyenas as we tried to get close enough. Brother Henderson, it's time for that last burst.
Okay, this should get us there.
You're thinking about your ship and crew, aren't you?
Was it that obvious, Mom?
You get this faraway look as you stare off into space.
That idiom, stare off into space, was quite fitting in this instance.
Ha ha ha, you're certainly right.
What's been your biggest surprise since time traveling here 20 years into your future?
There have been so many. Let me think. Technology has certainly advanced, but that's expected. Fashion's changed. The Borg. Perhaps the biggest surprise is the more things change, the more they stay the same. People aged and matured, but are still the same for the most part, with perhaps a few exceptions, of course.
That's a good answer.
And you were expecting a bad answer?
No, I'm not sure what I was expecting, actually. I was just curious.
Aside from me just materializing right before your eyes, what's been your biggest surprise about having me back?
Oh boy, that's a deep one. I think it is how natural it all feels. I mean, you were gone for 20 years. I went from a teenager to an adult. I became a priest, served with Starfleet, was assimilated by the Borg. I lost my father. Yet, you came back, and it just feels right. I don't feel like a kid. I'm adult Jeremiah, and that's okay. Do you get what I mean?
I think I do. I thought that part would be harder than it has been. I miss the younger you, but I already did that when you were a teenager. I miss the newborn, toddler, and kid versions of you like crazy sometimes. You transitioned so gradually between those phases that there was no closure to say bye to that wonderful version of you. That's parenthood, I guess. Now, I get to do a crash course in learning this version of you. It's quite the blessing, actually, in a strange way.
In a very strange way. But it is. You are right, Mom.
Not to change the subject, but the department head of the Temporal Studies Department at the Daystrom Institute said he's really interested in working with me to figure out what happened during the transporter accident. He's trying to fit me into a particular research group he has in mind.
That's exciting.
John's team he assembled will be sharing all their information. Plus, I plan to share my medical scans to see if we can piece this all together.
Were you really working on interplanetary transporters?
We were a very long way from that. It's funny that's what my research became known for, but I was actually just looking to learn from extreme failures to make the material-to-energy to material transportation safer, more efficient, and perhaps longer range.
As a kid, I never really understood what you did. Even as an adult, I knew it dealt with transporters, but nothing beyond that, really.
And why should you? A kid needs to be a kid.
Thanks for that, Mom. I really did listen to you, even when you thought I didn't, though. Your words and advice have echoed in my mind all these years.
Having partially raised a teenager, that's comforting to know. And thanks for the time you're taking to spend with me, son. I'll hit my stride soon, I promise.
No hurry, Mom. You've been through something very few folks can relate to. It's a true blessing to have you back.
Still, thank you. I know you miss the blessings. When you go back, we can always talk every day, right?
Yes, we will definitely talk as often as possible. We have a lot of lost time to make up for.
Then it's a plan.
It's a plan.
So what's the VSF Blessings up to now?
A standard run to escort some religious women to an asteroid colony. They're setting up a convent there. It should be an easy mission. The crew should have lots of downtime for prayer and contemplation.
I've shut down all functions that could be detected external to our hull, Commander. If we stick to passive scans only, we may stay hidden in this asteroid field until the Starfleet ship arrives.
Thank you, Brother Patrick. It seems only one of the pursuing ships followed us in while the other has stayed outside watching.
We can't use comms either, sir, so I shut them down. I saw Brother Thomas on my way to the bridge, and he was going to let our guests know the situation and the necessary precautions. Brother Ethan is helping with repairs.
Understood and thanks. I remember a conversation with the captain earlier saying this mission should be a milk run.
A milk run, sir?
Yes, an easy mission. Routine. No surprises.
We'll have quite the story for him, won't we?
That we will.
I better get back down to engineering. Excuse me, sister, after you.
Thank you.
May I help you, sister? This isn't the best moment to be on the bridge.
I can imagine. I came to let you know the pursuers are after me.
You?
You?
Yes, me.
But why?
Because while my current name is Sister Philemon, my original name was something less benign. It was Madelinx Brogdon. I see from your face you know that name.
Yes.
And how do you come to know my name?
My uncle was on the VSF medical ship sent to help your planet.
I am sorry.
I'm confused. Why are our pursuers after her, sir?
Her more complete title is Supreme Queen Madelinx Brogdon, I believe.
Close enough. The full title adds little to the story. You can say the other more colloquial title, too. Do not hold back for my sensibilities.
She is also known as the Butcher of Alandrandi.
Butcher? This nun? No offense.
Yes, this none, and none taken.
How do you know the ships are here for you?
I could see them from the windows of our room. They're an older design, and not being a Federation world, you likely do not have them in your database. Regardless, I know them. I used them. So many times. Ironic for them to come for me at this hour.
If you know these ships, do you know how we can escape or disable them?
In this ship, you don't stand a chance.
You'd be surprised to know we've survived worse. The Blessings is not your average ship.
Then she must not have an average leader either.
What can you tell us to help in this situation?
I can tell you that I am here to surrender myself. It would save you, your crew, and my fellow sisters.
And what would they do with you?
They would undoubtedly, without remorse, kill me on sight.
Then the answer is no.
Then you will die too.
It is immoral to participate in their chosen sin. We cannot and will not be complicit. We will stand our ground until help arrives. It gets nearer by the minute.
I pray it is near enough for you.
Join the line. Now, unless you have anything more constructive to offer to help us get out of this situation, I must respectfully ask you to get off my bridge.
Summarily dismissed. There was a time when I did the dismissing, amongst other things. But my lot is thankfully quite different now. I truly am sorry to have been a trouble for you, and truly sorry about your uncle. I regret those actions more than you could possibly fathom now.
So no constructive help.
No, I have none.
Then please return to your quarters.
Sir, the pursuing ship will be coming around the asteroid any minute now. They must have zeroed in on our internal communications activity, giving away our position.
All according to plan. We have to end this cat and mouse game while we have the opportunity to confront them one at a time and stand a fighting chance. Brother Patrick, are you ready down there in engineering?
I'm ready, Captain. We learned a lot from the last time we did this with the Orions. It should go faster this time.
There she is, sir.
Red alert, full power, shields up, arm those weapons.
Aye, sir.
Now let's play a little chicken. Head straight for them. Hold her steady, Brother Henderson.
Almost there. Almost there. Bumping shields now.
That was good. The computer is triangulating their shield frequency against our dual frequency shields. Just a few seconds more. Got it.
Now bump them again from stem to stern, Brother Henderson, as Brother Patrick merges our shields to open theirs up to attack. I'll man the phasers. Brother Patrick, work your magic.
Aye, sir.
Bringing the blessings around now. They're not getting away from me.
You've got this.
Ready, Commander. Their shields just destabilized on their own.
Good. I took out their weapons and rendered their impulse drives inoperable. Life signs are holding steady. We'll let the Federation ship handle them when it arrives. Now for the other ship. Where is it?
It just entered the asteroid field. Heading our way, sir.
Okay, let's get out of here to see if our luck holds out for this trick again.
Commander, the disabled ship is showing a buildup of energy in its warp core. I think it's going to blow.
Beam them out of there into a containment field in the cargo bay now.
I can't, sir. Transporters are offline.
That last attack took them offline. I'm resetting them now. It'll be a few minutes.
Do they have a few minutes?
Sadly, no, sir. We have to get out of here immediately.
Brother Henderson, put some distance between us and that ship now.
Working on it. Those asteroid field simulation trainings were a ghost of the real thing.
You've gotten us this far. I have faith in your abilities.
Thanks, sir.
Brace yourselves.
Status report.
Shields holding.
The explosion destabilized this portion of the asteroid field. As if maneuvering wasn't tricky enough in here.
Where's the other ship?
I don't know, sir. I lost track of it during the explosion.
You concentrate on flying us through this. Find a secluded place to duck into to wait. I'll look for the other ship. It's right on top of us. Pull up, Henderson. It's going to ram us. Was that enough shield-to-shield contact, Brother Patrick?
Luckily, yes, I believe it was. That ship is crazy. The computer has determined their shield frequency.
This time we're not taking any chances with the lives of that crew. Computer, set up a containment field in the cargo bay.
Containment field set up.
Transporters are back online.
Brother Matthias to brothers Ethan and Thomas. We're hopefully about to have company in the containment field I set up in the cargo bay. Arm yourselves and get there post-haste.
Aye, sir. Yes, sir.
The ship is in hot pursuit.
Let's pull this off one more time, shall we? Drop down, full reverse, skim their shields from stem to stern again. Don't let them ram us. I'll handle weapons.
Dropping down and implementing full reverse.
God, please give us all a steady hand in our time of need. Amen.
Now, Matthias.
Weapons offline. Impulse drives, too.
Their shields fell on their own just like the other ship.
Life signs are stressed but steady. Beaming them to the cargo bay now.
I don't get why their shields fall on their own each time.
They're all transported on board. Get us out of this asteroid field, Brother Henderson.
Gladly, sir.
Brother Ethan says our guests have been quiet within the containment field. They're just sitting there and refuse to talk.
The transporter records show no signs of weapons, plus we ran additional scans ourselves. I don't think ending up in our cargo bay was part of their plan.
No, I think not. The Federation vessel will be here soon. They'll thankfully be their concern then.
I've been thinking about how the shields of both ships failed after we merged our dual-frequency shields with theirs. The same thing did not happen with that Orion ship several months ago, but I do think the merging destabilized the shields of these two ships. It's something I need to look into more. It could be another tool in our tool belt when a push comes to shove.
Absolutely, Brother Patrick. You may be onto something there. Hopefully you'll get some time to look into it more soon. Hello, Sister Philemon.
You requested my presence in the briefing room, Commander Matthias.
Yes, please come in and have a seat. This is Brother Patrick, our engineer, Brother Henderson, our con officer, and Brother Thomas, our resident medtech.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, sister.
Hello, Sister Philemon.
We are discussing the two ships that pursued and attacked us. We are hoping you could help shed some light on unanswered questions.
I'll offer what I can.
One of the starships had a catastrophic failure when its warp core blew.
And you're wondering if you caused that.
Yes, we are. Our intent was to disable them, not destroy them, unless absolutely morally necessary.
Was it a failsafe to avoid the capture when the starship was rendered ineffective? If so, why did only one suffer such destruction?
You gentle monks do make me smile. You know little of the raging hatred you have just witnessed.
Enlighten us, then.
The one ship simply self-destructed at the command of its captain.
Self-destructed, but why?
That's where the raging hatred I mentioned comes into play. Those crews were given a single mission: to kill me at all costs. If a straight-on attack didn't accomplish the task, then a suicide mission was the next step. I ordered the same back in my day. They hoped that by blowing themselves up, they would either kill me or disable us enough for the other ship to finish the job.
How did they find you?
I am not certain, but they did.
Why were they so single-mindedly trying to kill you, sister?
I see your colleagues haven't filled you in on who I really am under this habit.
There hasn't been much time. Plus, I only know part of the story.
Very well. I haven't told this story in a very long time, but if I owe it to anyone, I especially owe it to you, Commander.
Me? Why especially me?
I'll get there in due time. Please be patient with me. My people were once a relatively peaceful race. Not perfect, mind you, but something to be proud of. We had our conflicts and cruelties, but good always got the upper hand in the end.
Not unlike human history.
Indeed. I have studied your history. Ours is both similar and different. Things started to change during our first global pandemic. We'd had regional ones before, but this one circled the globe at an unprecedented speed. Many died from it. Even worse, perhaps, is that many changed as well. They did not change for the good. It was thought to be due to the psychological impacts of surviving the pandemic. We had all lost loved ones. So many loved ones. It made us practical and less controlled by our sentimental emotions, we thought.
The after effects of pandemics can be quite complicated.
Yes, more complicated than we knew. Picking up the pieces led to a new world government, one that could manage such an event in the future, making the tough decisions that were not made last time around. It was for the common good. I had become an ambitious politician and was at the heart of driving the new world order. We knew what had to happen, and we would make it happen. If you got in our way, you were an enemy of the people and dealt with harshly.
I don't like where this is headed.
As our power grew, so did our ambitions. So did my ambitions. I had zero inhibitions about getting my way. It was all for the common good after all, and I knew exactly what was best for my people. If you were a politician and wanted to succeed, you got in line behind me. You supported me. Anyone who didn't was either convinced to or somehow went away.
You really did this?
Oh, yes, by my order and sometimes by my own hand. I was convinced it was the right thing to do, for the good of my people. There was nothing we would not do for what we considered the greater good. It wasn't long that all opposition simply evaporated, and I was made undisputed leader. Supreme Queen Madelinx Brogdon of Alandrandi and the Alandrandi Empire. I ruled with an iron fist. We invaded our neighboring star systems as well. None were ready for the unwavering force we brought to their shores. It was glorious.
But it didn't last, did it?
History proves it rarely does with such regimes.
Yes, history does. My empire is part of the history books now thanks to yet another pandemic.
Another pandemic?
Despite our best efforts, we could not slow it down. We thought we had total control of our citizens, but the undercurrent of resistance was larger than I suspected for it to have traveled so quickly. It not only killed my people, it scarred many of them as well. We were desperate for help. That's when the Vatican Space Fleet heard of our distress, and the VSF Our Lady was dispatched to render medical assistance.
That's the starship my uncle served upon.
Oh, I know that so well. So well. We were untrusting of help being offered while asking for nothing in return and desperate for any help at all. The crew of the VSF Our Lady were compassionate and efficient. We saw the former as a weakness and the latter with respect. It wasn't long before their advanced medical technology found a cure for the virus behind the pandemic. We inoculated everyone, whether they wanted it or not. I was last of all, just in case there were any unpredicted side effects, of course, but I was inoculated in the end. That was my well-deserved undoing.
So there was a side effect?
There most definitely was. It did its job too well.
Too well, you said?
Most definitely it did. You see, that first pandemic was never really over. As a matter of fact, the second pandemic was simply a mutated variant of the first, but the virus from the first was still within all our bodies.
You didn't know?
No, we didn't know. Our medical technology wasn't as advanced as yours, and further research had nearly stopped during my reign. Who needed research when we could now control the spread, we thought? We failed on both parts.
How was the cure doing its job too well a problem?
Now this is where it gets really interesting. The first virus not only had the standard physiological effects, but it affected the brain too. To be more precise, it turned off parts of the brain.
Which parts were turned off?
Primarily, it muted the parts of the brain that controlled empathy. It's such a basic word, but the fate of our entire world and those worlds around us apparently rested upon that one little word: empathy.
Empathy?
Empathy. Not everyone was impacted this way, but the majority were. I would dare say that every one of us in government were affected to some extreme degree or another. I am absolutely positive I had next to zero empathy during those years. It may have actually been zero. I remember it so clearly. It's such a stark difference, like a physical line marking the time in my life when I had none to where I am today.
And the cure fixed this?
Because, like I said, the virus behind the second pandemic was a variant of the first. The inoculation cured both. It completely eliminated both viruses from our bodies over time. As it did, those long dormant portions of our brains reawakened. They may have atrophied a bit, but they still worked. My government, my empire began to crumble. Those long oppressed rose up and were winning. My leaders and trusted comrades were failing and questioning me. It was chaos.
And the VSF Our Lady was to blame.
Of course it was. They developed the cure. I had the command crew brought to me.
And you killed them.
Oh, not all of them myself. It can be so tiring, you know. But yes, I killed them.
And my uncle? Do you know which one he was?
I know exactly which one he was. It's the eyes. Your eyes.
I get them from my father. They got them from their father.
A paternal trait. Pure blue. Sharp. He looked at me with those piercing eyes. And do you know what he said?
No.
He said, "We're here to help. Won't you just let us help?" After everyone else around him had been killed, he still wasn't thinking of himself.
That was my uncle.
And it enraged me. I stabbed him more than once, I am ashamed to say. And as he lay there in his own blood and that of his fellow crew members,
No.
his last words were, "God, please help these people, for I cannot anymore." And then I cried. For the first time since I was a child, I cried. I cried for what your uncle was trying to do for my people, for what I had put him through, for what I had done, for those who would be affected by his death, for what I had missed in his eyes just moments before, but suddenly remembered seeing: kindness, for not having faith as strong as his in anything except myself. I cried. My guards shifted uncomfortably, not knowing what to do. I didn't know what to do, so I ran. Having always had an escape plan wherever I was, I ran to my shuttle and left my beautiful Alendrondi, never to see it again.
Where did you go?
At first I hid for months, expecting my subjects to come hunting for me. Everything was in such chaos that none did. I kept thinking about Brother Matthias, his uncle, though, and his faith he hung on to until the very end. I kept thinking about the VSF Our Lady and the good she had carried within her. So I reached out to the Vatican, told them who I was and what I had done, about how the Our Lady's cure went deeper than just the virus, about how I was no longer what I once was. None of us were. They contacted the remnants of my government. Surprisingly, they didn't want me. They said I would be too much of a distraction. The general populace were already concluding I was dead. Killed at the hands of my own people, most likely. They did not want me back, ever.
So they hid you in a cloistered convent? You're not a real nun?
Yes, they hid me in a cloistered convent at my own request. I am, however, a real nun. How could I not be? I was raised in a religious home. My people believed in a universal, loving God like your God. The same God I truly believe. As queen, I destroyed as much of our God as I could. He got in my way. I had churches torn down, books burned, and religious artifacts destroyed. Having witnessed the faith shown by Brother Matthias's uncle, however, I had to get to know God from his perspective, from the human perspective. I am a full Christian. I am a religious sister, a nun.
And you have made a full confession of your sins and received absolution?
It has been a journey, but yes, I have confessed many, many times as I remember more or as I doubt my sincerity in accepting my role in them. Sure, the virus shut down our empathy. But logically, did we have to take the path we did? That I did? No, we did not. I have learned there are many other races who have taken far kinder and more successful paths with minimal or suppressed empathy.
There are obviously people on your planet who have not forgotten you, as what we just experienced showed.
You are correct. Why should any of them forget? Why should Brother Matthias, commander of this ship, forget? They have a right to revenge.
I don't agree. They have a moral obligation to not kill. Otherwise, they will be no better than you, the old you.
I pray for my people every day, all day. Early on, I redirected my vast fortunes back to helping the people and planets I hurt. Every bit of it. I have nothing left except the absolute bare minimum required as a nun.
I'm conflicted on forgiveness, though, sister. You were the equivalent of our Hitler, even Khan. You killed and tortured millions. Yet you were not the same person you are today. There was a physiological impact upon your psychological state of being. I don't know how to come to terms with that.
I honestly have no idea how to help you, Brother Matthias. Perhaps you'll never come to terms with it, even though I know you deeply want to, because you feel it is the Christian thing to do. I haven't come to terms with that myself. All I can do is give you my sincerest apologies. I am deeply, truly, wholeheartedly sorry for taking your uncle's life. The person I am today would take it back if I could, would stop me if I could, would give my life in trade if I could.
I believe you.
I pray for what's best for you, your family, and all my other victims.
And I will pray for you.
That's more than I deserve.
It's what every sentient life deserves.
Thank you.
What will you do next now that you've been found out?
I will contact the Vatican for guidance. Perhaps it's time to return to my homeworld to face justice.
If they will try to execute you too, there's no way the Vatican would agree to that.
We'll have to see what this turns into, but reaching out to bring the Vatican up to date is the first step.
Incoming message. The USS Enterprise will be here momentarily. They've read our preliminary report and have some questions for us. The captain would like to meet with you, Commander. He suggests meeting on the Blessings. He wants to see the ship and meet the crew that took out 2 attack ships in quick order.
Glad they're here. Let them know we're ready at their convenience, Brother Henderson. Welcome back, Captain. It's good to have you on board the Blessings.
Thank you, Brother Matthias. It's good to be back.
Is your mother settling in well?
I think she is. Surprisingly so. She started her latest assignment with the Daystrom Institute's Temporal Studies Department this week. She's loving it.
I bet she is. She has first-hand experience of time travel, after all.
That she does. I was reading over your trip report. That wasn't the milk run I thought it would be.
No, it most definitely was not.
You just had to show me up by taking out 2 ships to my one with that shield bump trick, didn't you?
Ha ha ha, something like that.
Good job. I couldn't have done better myself.
Thank you, Captain.
And running in silent mode to stay hidden, but then letting your internal comm signatures trickle out to bait them so you could confront them one at a time on your terms before they cornered you, was genius strategic thinking.
It was a team effort, for sure.
Smart move nonetheless. How are you holding up? That was a surprisingly personal connection between you and one of your guests.
I'm holding up better than I thought. Having met her, she was nothing like what I expected. She's still the person who did all those heinous acts, but she's also a different person. An empathetic person now, sympathetic, caring, even kind. I want to judge her harshly, but I don't think I have it in me now.
God can forgive all if truly repentant. We know that.
We do, and that's what's helping keep me together.
Jeremiah, so glad you called.
I said I'd call as often as I could, didn't I? Still catching up on those 20 years. Plus, Dad often called. I really miss that.
I know you do, son.
So how's work going?
Wonderfully. This first week has been mostly orientation, as I take the required safety and ethics courses and tour some absolutely fascinating research labs. The data John's team collected after I arrived on Mars has been fully transferred over and is waiting for me to dig into it.
Sounds perfect.
Oh, and I ran into a few past colleagues. They look 2 decades older while I haven't changed in their eyes. It's quite disconcerting for them, which I find funny in a strange way. Once I assure them I'm not a ghost or figment of their imagination, they've each been glad to see me.
That's good to hear.
I think I'm hitting my stride, Jeremiah, like I promised I would.
I'm happy to hear that, Mom. I still worry about you. That's a grown son's prerogative, I guess.
The worrying is mutual. I love you, son.
Love you too, Mom.
You have been listening to VSF Blessings, a Star Trek fan production. Episode 10, Repentance. Created, written, produced, directed, and audio engineered by James McDonald. Story consultation provided by Noah McDonald. All character voices were generated using 11 Labs AI voice generator. Sound effects from Pixabay.com under free use content licenses and TrekCore.com. Star Trek and all related marks, logos, and characters are solely owned by CBS Studios, Inc. This fan production is not endorsed by, sponsored by, nor affiliated with CBS, Paramount Pictures, or any other Star Trek franchise, and is a non-commercial fan-made production intended for recreational use. No commercial exhibition or distribution is permitted. No alleged independent rights will be asserted against CBS or Paramount Pictures. Until next time, be the good, do what's right, and be the light.